Hello, it's Ayelet with Wishing on a Star Travel. I am about to leave for a trip to Walt Disney World. I thought I would take you along to show you what I like to pack, how I organize my packing. This method that I'm using is a method that I use for any trip, not just a theme park vacation. If I'm going on a cruise to an all-inclusive, doing a tour, etc., I'm going to use the same method. This trip to Walt Disney World is a little unique in that I'm also going to be participating in the Run Disney Princess Half Marathon weekend. So I'm really excited to show you that in a separate vlog. But I'm also going to do some park times. So we've got some dinner plans and something that I've never done before and I'm really excited about, which is the Wild Africa Trek at Animal Kingdom. So I'm going to have to bring some unique things with me that I wouldn't normally bring. That trek requires specific kinds of shoes and long pants. I've looked at the weather. It is supposed to be between 75 and 85, but it's going to be cooler in the mornings and evenings. So I'm going to bring some layers. So, what I like to start doing before I start packing is I will pull up my itinerary. If it's for a cruise or if it is for an all inclusive, I'll just pull that itinerary up. I take note of any excursions that I'm doing. For a Walt Disney World vacation, I will use my Disney Experience app and I'll just go through my phone and look at what I've got planned every day. As an annual pass holder, I do have to make park reservations. So I already know what parks I'm going to be starting at, and then I can hop from there. I do have a couple of special dining options that are scheduled. And like I said, I've got that Wild Africa track. So I've gone through and sort of chosen outfits that are going to work with my itinerary every day. I usually will bring a backup outfit or two, and I will always bring a layer or two, a sweatshirt, a hoodie, what have you. Um, and then for the Run Disney portion, I will, of course, be bringing all of my running gear. I am going to do a separate vlog about packing my running gear just because that's pretty specific. If you are into Run Disney, you can definitely check that out. That will be going up soon. But for today, we're just going to talk about the specific, things that I bring on any theme park vacation. So come along with me. So I want to get started with what I bring in my theme park bag. Um, I will say I am not bringing my kids with me. My kids are full grown at this point. When they were younger, I obviously would bring way more things into the parks. So this is me going on just an adult only trip. Um, if my kids were, school age, preschool age, I would have them bring their own backpack with some of these things in there. So let me take you through what I use. And this is technically a kid-sized backpack. I use something like this or a Loungefly, just a smaller backpack usually. The only thing missing from this pile is a reusable water bottle. I like to just have one to, stay hydrated, especially in the warmer months in Orlando and Anaheim. So sometimes I will just bring a fanny pack with me. I find that pretty much everything here will fit in a fanny pack except for a water bottle. So what I will usually do is use something like this. It just carabiners on, and this little loop will go around the top of a screw top water bottle. So I'll just attach that to my fanny pack if I use it. But otherwise, in addition to a water bottle and of course my wallet, I have this little pouch. It's got some liquid IV, some sunscreen, and there's also a little container in there that has Tums, Tylenol, Advil, and a couple Band-Aids. So that just kind of all stays together in one pouch. And then, of course, you need hand sanitizer at any theme park because you're touching everything everyone else is touching. So I love this. I love this little Mickey holder. It does attach to the zipper on your bag if you wanted to. I just slip it into this front pouch here. And then I like this for hot days, especially in the summer. But you know, as I have gotten older, I like this in line no matter what. When things get stuffy, this is just a great chargeable portable fan. It does have a USB-C cord that comes with it, and it charges up pretty quickly. What I like about this one too is I can use it in the hotel room, and I can just kind of prop it on my nightstand like that. So it really works and does double duty. So those are the things that I always like to have in my theme park bag. All of this is going to get packed into this backpack, and that's how it will be transported to Disney World. Okay, next, aside from this magic band, these are the things that I always just have packed. They stay packed, and they come on every trip. Again, it doesn't matter if I'm going to Disney World, on a cruise, um, to an all-inclusive, to a weekend away, whatever. Obviously, the Magic Band and charger are specific to Disney World. This is a Magic Band Plus, so it does need to be charged, and that just stays in my suitcase. I also have this pouch that is full of things that just stay in my room. It's got a couple pair of inexpensive sunglasses just in case, some anti-chafe stick, some foot powder, some pouches of electrolytes, as well as different kinds of sunscreens. We've got some Febreze, some hand lotion, some arnica gel, and some shout wipes, a Tide pen, kind of a laundry kit, if you will. So this just always stays in my suitcase. It is not theme park specific again, but it has just a little bit of everything that I always need, and I always restock it or check to see if it needs to be restocked when I come home from a trip. The next thing, this is my toiletry bag. Because I do travel so much, I just have everything already here. I have two toothbrushes. One just stays in here. I have, you know, all of my skincare, makeup brushes, etc. I'm not going to go through everything here with you, but suffice it to say, this is my always packed toiletry bag, and I can just throw it into any suitcase for any trip. You can never have enough outlets. So I love this charger. This is by Anchor. It has two USB-A and two USB-Cs, and then two American outlets. And then finally, these will actually go into my park bag, but I've got a fuel rod. These are really a great little purchase. They're about 25 bucks. You can order your initial one at places like Target or Amazon, or you can purchase them in theme parks and at Disney resorts. And it is just a little charger. The initial purchase comes with these little cords and accessories to basically be able to charge any type of device. And the nice thing is when you are in a place that sells the fuel rods, you can, once this is depleted, you can just go to the fuel rod kiosk and deposit it, and then get yourself a fresh, fully charged fuel rod. So you're purchasing it once, and you're able to get fresh ones whenever you need. For non-theme park trips, I like this type of large battery pack. It's heavy, so it's not great to put in my theme park bag. I will if I know I'm going to be shooting a lot of content that eats up my battery, but this holds about 5 full phone charges, which is amazing. This is also by Anchor, so I will always bring this with me just to have on hand when I travel. And again, all of this stays in a suitcase and just comes with me on any trip. All right, so here are the things I really like to have with me for a Run Disney weekend. Everybody's different. This is just what I like to have personally. I've been doing Run Disney for a couple of years now. This 2025-2026 season, I am running in every single race weekend. So these are just some things that I've personally learned to use along the way. The first thing that I like to bring are bib boards. These are just the plastic kind that snap. You can get these on Amazon. They also have the magnetic ones. It just depends on your preference. And then I also like to have some emergency safety pins in this little container. The most important thing to me is my glitter, because you know what? If we're not getting sparkly, why are we even doing it? So I love Sparkle Athletic glitter lips, and then this is Unicorn Snot glitter, and I love their glue. I get this on Amazon. And then this is just some glitter gel. It works really well. So I always have glitter with me. Um, Wet wipes, you know, when you've got to use a porta potty, you're going to want a wet wipe. And I think that's all the explanation you need for that. I love these metal cases. This one's from Shop BB Brooke, which is a wonderful shop. She is at every Run Disney Expo, or you can get these on her website. But basically, you open it up and it has slots to keep your medals safe when you are traveling home. Or when you are going into the parks and you want to take your Medal Monday pictures, this is a great way to not have to wear all those medals. You can tote them around in your bag. I always like to bring my fuel with me in a separate bag. So this just has my snacks and hydration that I'm going to need for my races. Recovery is important, so I will definitely bring some BioFreeze, and I really like this magnesium lotion stick. I like to put this on my legs, usually the night before and the night after. Ponchos are always really good to have. I just buy usually a pack of 10 or 15 of these on Amazon for a couple bucks. And I just always have one just in case. You never know, especially when you're running in Florida. I always just like to say it will rain, so you should just have one of these. And then finally, I really like to have a Mylar with me. You never know how cold it's going to be the morning of a race, so I just like to have this in my suitcase. This is a Run Disney one I got after the Disneyland half marathon. It was a little chilly when we finished, so they gave these out. And I just, anytime I get one, I just fold it up and put it in my suitcase. It takes up no space. And I'm always happy that I have one, because there have been a few Run Disney weekends that have started off chillier than I expected. And finally, I do want to say, when I pack up my race stuff, I always pack my outfit and supplies that I'm going to need into a small packing cube per race. So this is my outfit for the half marathon at Princess Weekend. As you can see, I've got my water bottle, I've got my running vest, my fuel, my costume, and all of my hair accessories, plus my socks. My running shoes are going to go in a separate shoe bag, but basically the night before I will put this on my dresser, get everything out and laid out. But I just like knowing that it's just in its own separate bag. I don't need to go run around and find different parts to things. So here's what I've got going for clothing. As I mentioned, I like to just go through my itinerary day by day. So each of these outfits has a purpose. Let's start with my arrival day. So this is going to be Wednesday. So I am going to plan to do a 4 parks 1 day challenge that day. I will have already checked into my resort the night before, so I've just got an athletic dress, some socks, and some ears. The next day is our Run Disney Expo day, so I've just got a skirt, some ears, and a running themed shirt. Friday is when we are doing that Wild Africa trek, so I've got some leggings and a t-shirt, and I will remember to bring some closed-toed shoes. This is going to be for post 10K on Saturday. This is going to be for post half marathon on Sunday, because I'm going to use this for some pictures. And then this is going to be for Medal Monday, pictures on Monday. This red dress and these ears are just a backup outfit in case I want to change. I'm probably going to want to change after this, so I might do a midday outfit change. And then I have this popover. This is an older Lily Pulitzer and Disney collab. And then I also just have a black sweatshirt. So you can just kind of see how many outfits I've got. I'm going to be there from Wednesday through Monday. And then these are all going to go into packing cubes. Okay, so now everything is in our packing cubes. I want to make a note. I am not a carry-on only kind of a girl. Um, I will probably bring all of this. Plus, I have some recovery compression boots for after the races. I will be checking at least one bag, if not two, just so that I can fit all of this in. If you're looking for carry-on only, that's not me. If you are looking for an honest look at what all I bring, and I do use everything that I pack. So let's start off with this is my theme park essentials, all of my park day goodies, all of my um, miscellaneous things that I just like to have, my toiletries. This is my running support, my fuel, and all of the goodies that I mentioned. This is my half marathon outfit and all of the things I will need for that day. This is my 10K outfit, all of the things I will need for that day. These are miscellaneous bags, ears, socks, and pajamas. And then these are all of the outfits that I just showed. So all of that is probably going to go into two medium-sized suitcases with a little bit of room to spare. I hope that was helpful for you if you are planning a trip to Walt Disney World or if you are planning a trip anywhere. That method of just taking what you are doing every day and planning your outfits based on your daily itinerary really has worked for me for years. As a travel advisor for almost 9 years now, I travel often. I am lucky that I don't need to go carry on only. I do check my bags. It just works better for me. And what really works too is having those ready packed items, such as my toiletries, all of the things that I'm going to need in my hotel room, such as extra outlets, battery for my phone, um, my theme park essentials bag. Those things just stay packed in my suitcase. And when I come home from my trip, I don't unpack those. I will kind of go through and see if anything needs to be replenished in terms of toiletries or theme park essentials, but truly that stays in my bag and doesn't move after the vacation's over. So stay tuned because I've got lots of Disney World content coming to you. I am going to vlog my 4 parks one day, and I'm also going to vlog the Princess Half Marathon weekend portion of the trip. So stay tuned for those vlogs. Plus, I've got a bunch of other travel coming up. So if you like this kind of content, please like and subscribe to this channel. It really helps with maintaining my viewership. Thank you so much. Have a great day, and I will see you soon.